From a high-tech search for a missing girl in the woods to a problematic intersection in Louisiana. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joining us now with some of those stories and more, making headlines across America today.
Yeah, hey, Christine, we will begin with a tragic story of violence in a suburb of Salt Lake City. 3 people were killed in a shootout at a festival in Utah yesterday. One of those killed was an 8-month-old baby. The shooting left 2 others hurt. Police say they saw 2 groups having a verbal altercation before a man pulled out a gun and started shooting. Officers took the suspect into custody. An emergency response team in Oregon rescued a 3-year-old girl from a forest. It happened June 10th in Elgin, Oregon, in the northeast part of the state. The child wandered alone from her campsite and into the forest. Deputies used canine resources and aerial support to search. They eventually found the girl the same day in an area of fallen branches. Back-to-back crashes caught on camera in Louisiana. Police video shows 6 crashes happening at the same intersection over 3 months. Police hope this video will serve as a wake-up call to other drivers. Investigators will also work to figure out what makes it such a hot spot for accidents. And caught on camera, how's this for an early morning run? Police in Texas saw a miniature pony and a donkey running away down the road together. They escaped from a nearby home last week. Officers later found out their names, Poncho and Seabiscuit. The police department posted on social media just 2 friends out for an early morning stroll through the streets. Just not a care in the world. Those 2, they look like best friends.
I was going to say, they're not bothering anybody, so don't bother them.
Yeah.
They're just doing their thing.
Out for a trot.
I love it. Thanks, Courtney. An alligator is spotted outside a hotel. A boxing match takes place outside a gas station, and a deputy chases down a young girl who ran into the road. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joining us now with what's making headlines across America today, Courtney.
Hey, Christine, we'll start in South Carolina, where a driver ran into a police car during a traffic stop. Take a look.
Whoa! Oh, God! What the? Sit down, sit down. Oh, my God! Oh!
Officers were arresting a suspected impaired driver when the car hit the police cruiser. We're told the person is also a suspected drunk driver. However, we're told no one was hurt in the crash. A sheriff's deputy in Wisconsin helped reunite a little girl with her mother after she ran out onto a busy road. This happened over the weekend in Kenosha. Officials say the 6-year-old had to be chased down by the deputy who helped guide her to safety. Thankfully, no one was hurt. In Arizona, police are looking to identify suspects involved in a boxing incident at a gas station. Surveillance video shows 2 young women fighting, boxing gloves and all. Once a big crowd gathered, multiple people took the chance to steal from the convenience store.
Yeah, there is actually an alligator outside of the hotel. If I laid down next to it, probably about 6 feet.
Not a typical call for officers in Fairfax County, Virginia. Officers say a gator somehow got out of its motel room. Motel room? The alligator, the owner of the alligator has had it for a long time as a pet and was in the middle of trying to take it to a zoo, traveling from New York to North Carolina. So naturally, you get the 2-queen bedroom at the motel and put your alligator in there. But the unlikely visitor, along with its owner, were quickly escorted out of the county.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Trace. A man is scolded in court about his shirt. A fake flight attendant is convicted after getting free flights, and a dog tries to size up a bear. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joins us now with headlines from across America today, Courtney.
Yeah, thanks, Christine. We will start in Pennsylvania, where more than 100 Girl Scouts had to be rescued after high water surrounded their campsite due to flash floods. It happened Tuesday in the town of North Park. Heavy rain caused a nearby creek to overflow. The rushing water then surrounded the campsite and stranded the Girl Scouts. Rescue crews rushed to the scene and used ropes to help guide everyone to safety. Thankfully, police say no one was hurt.
What made you think that was a good shirt to wear to court this morning? That's all you could find? That's all, the only shirt you had in your closet? World's best farter. That's great. No, it says, I can read it. I see what it says at the bottom. You're in felony court. You need to dress appropriately to felony court, and that's not appropriate.
Wow. A Texas judge scolded a man in felony court, not for his crime, but the shirt he was wearing. If you look closely, the shirt says world's best farter, but then it goes on to say, I mean father. But that text is smaller and harder to read. The judge saw the shirt and immediately addressed it. After scolding the defendant, the judge let out a massive sigh before just continuing with the case. Not quite dressed for success. A jury has convicted a 35-year-old man from South Florida on federal charges for posing as a flight attendant. He apparently kept the ruse going for 6 years to get free flights. Investigators say Tyrone Alexander accessed a website that's reserved for flight crews only. It lets them book free flights using their employee benefits. He flew 120 times. And take a look at this. This little dog was caught on camera just before an encounter with a bear that managed to get into this California home. The dog is startled but doesn't freak out. The two go nose to nose before the dog decides to get out of there. The bear continues roaming around the house Saturday night for a bit longer before leaving. It has a tracker on its neck, meaning it's likely been caught breaking into homes before.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's a brave little dog.
Yeah, he knows his job is to secure the home, and he takes it seriously.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Courtney, thank you.
Yeah.
Deserves a treat for that.
He does. Good boy.
Police in Washington State use a lasso to take down a chainsaw-wielding man. A car rally turns into a fireworks display, and SpaceX has another explosive setback. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joining us now with headlines across America this evening. Courtney?
Yeah, Christine, we will start out of Washington State, where police used a long-forgotten method to catch a chainsaw-wielding suspect. Check out this body camera footage. It shows a sheriff's deputy in Pierce County, Washington, lassoing a chainsaw-wielding suspect after he jumped into a pond. The man was involved in an altercation with his parents and had threatened them. Police arrived, but the man jumped into the lake to avoid being arrested. Deputies retrieved a beanbag, shotgun, and a lasso, and about 40 minutes later, he was under arrest. An illegal car rally in Pennsylvania turns into a fireworks show. It happened Sunday in Plymouth Township, Pennsylvania. Surveillance showed the cars blocking off the intersection. Then you can see fireworks going off. Several cars spinning out of control through the intersection, which, by the way, was pretty busy at the time. Police say between 50 and 100 people watched this go on. Both pedestrians and drivers scattered once police arrived. An explosive setback to SpaceX. A rocket blew up while being tested at SpaceX's launch site in southern Texas. The company said the Starship experienced a major anomaly while on the test stand at Starbase, its launch site. Thankfully, no one was hurt. SpaceX CEO Elon Musk posted on X saying there were no hazards to nearby communities, and the company is working with local officials to respond to the incident. Pretty scary stuff.
Yeah, put on quite a show, but I don't think that's the one that they wanted.
Yeah,
all right,
that's right.
Courtney, thanks so much. Well, a fan gets kicked out of the game after chasing a rogue bat. Things get tense between a Tigers fan and a Pittsburgh Pirates reliever, and a semi-truck explodes on the side of a highway. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joining us now with stories making headlines across America right now.
Yeah, hey, Christine, we'll start out in California, where deputies say they arrested a man who broke into a restaurant in an effort to charge his electric car. Authorities say 23-year-old Evan Scott broke into the building last month. He was reportedly caught on camera rearranging the tables and unplugging the soda dispenser, all in an effort to make room for the EV charger to reach an outlet. Deputies say Scott left behind his car charger. They used the serial number on it to track him down to his vehicle. Scary moments for the driver of a semi-truck. Video shows the moment the truck went off the bridge and burst into flames. The Oklahoma Highway Patrol released this video showing the moment a semi-truck went off the bridge. Authorities say a passenger car lost control and hit the truck. Troopers say the driver somehow escaped with only minor injuries. They caught the driver of the passenger car 3 hours later after running away from the scene. That driver now faces several charges, including reckless driving and leaving the scene of an injury crash.